Hello, good evening. We'll be starting soonish. Okay, I think that's all of our notifications. All right. Okay. And I need to get some liquid. We'll get started after I get my water set up. Kind of a hasty arrangement tonight. But we can get this. We can get the game loading while I get my water.
The Talmec is once again filled with the blue light, the way it should be.
Deep din, silenced by rising waters.
She's a strange one, that Sabuli.
No more music.
Iron skill.
The flood saw to that.
The white teeth have come to the cut. Not every day you see one of the great Wirax.
There you are.
Water lapping on old stone. That's a sound to sleep to, not live to.
A rock breaker on the northern edge of the cut? Could it be the claws beneath?
These new Karja offer peace to the Banu.
Oh, I'm glad my father isn't
None will forget
around.
the Red Raids.
It would torment him to see his legacy drowned.
One of Kopalai's hunters a murderer. You're my enemy.
You must respect the claws beneath. It has survived for a long time.
One day, the stone of the din was dry. The next, the flood came.
Glad to hear those bandits won't be troubling us further.
Deep din, silenced by rising waters.
None of the southern tribes rival the Phoenix. some skill anyway.
The hunting party said the rockbreaker burst from the ice just in front of them. They're lucky to be alive.
No more
I'm
music.
starting to believe these claws
Blood saw
beneath
to that.
rumors. How many hunters have traveled north and disappeared?
The mountain has burned for as long as I can remember. Only now, it's worse.
Water lapping on old stone. That's a sound to sleep to, not live to.
You have to admire the shamans. The raiding ceremony is not for the weak.
We don't need help.
Oh, I'm glad
And if
my
we
father
did,
isn't around.
We would not seek it from
It
an
would
outlaw.
torment him to see his legacy drowned.
The machine spirits may be restless now. They have not always been. Things will return to normal.
Where once beneath were dragged to Meridian in chains.
One day, the stone of the din was dry.
There is equals.
The next, the flood came.
Weariness, hunger, aches and bruises. Reminders that you're still alive. Keep your spear sharp.
Deep din. Silenced by
So
the
you
All right.
relinquished your mantle to our
And we
father.
are ready to go.
He is capable, but it's still
The
a
smart
loss for
move is
us.
to stay away from the claws beneath. My grandfather's spear still hangs from its back.
No more music.
So,
Karja is enough.
Blood saw
last
to that.
night,
Let's hope this doesn't result in more bloodshed.
Tonight we finished
Sing our Wirak songs.
the Frozen North main story.
Water lapping on old stone. That's a sound
When
to sleep
Sakuli
to,
completes
not
her
And
painting, it
all
will
that's
be
left
cause
is side
for
quests,
celebration.
which I'm not going to bother with for right now.
I'm sorry. With all the threats we face, it's hard to get worked up about the deaths of a few.
Hmm. There's two machines we have yet to see. Alright. Do I have this? Do I actually have materials for that? Is merchant. Oh yeah, finally got the Belloback heart I needed. Oh. Alright, resist shock and resist corruption. Oh. Okay, so Nora. All right. I kind of like the look of that armor, but just doesn't provide much of anything. Alrighty. To the capital.
Can't get a wink of sleep. Bought my bed from a Karja, and just like them, it's too damn soft.
The Oseram that tried to kill our Sun King? Traitors, the whole tribe.
Oh. Did I go on a selling spree?
I wouldn't believe what people are charging for a good bolt of cloth these days.
Some Oseram girl applied.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Okay. Hmm. Sure I need anything of those.
Amazing.
Would you like to buy something today?
Hmm. Hmm? Pristine weapon coil. Now, what weapon should I mount that to? This is my main damage dealer, so we'll swap that in. 43. Wait a minute. 42. Or maybe I should swap in handling. I don't use flame. I don't actually don't use my fire arrows that often. I mostly just use this for raw damage output. Hmm. Actually, let's reset this. 40 is the highest tear I've got. And damage. Boost the handling. Or maybe? I'll leave it out like that. My raw damage output for this one is 421 and 240. So a precision shot is my second highest damage, followed by a regular arrow. And flame being the weakest. So you've got a handling of 32 versus 174. Okay. maximize handling on that. It's funny, I've got a spear mod. I wonder which spear that works on. I don't know, but now it'd only be one spear I'd be interested in modifying, really. Heavy. Aha. Gives me 90 seconds. I haven't used the ropecaster much, but I've had a couple of fights where I've wondered if they might have made things easier. Okay. Next up is the palace.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself. Don't pass up these goods.
The only justice Derval deserves is at the tip of a spear.
Take a look at these Oseram that tried to kill our son king. Traitors, the whole tribe of them.
Okay.
Check out
The
these
longer
wares.
this split with the Shadow Conjurer lasts, the more prices will go up.
Only the
Come take a
finest
look.
goods here.
Give you a
See for
good
yourself.
price.
Okay.
You there! Can you help me?
Take a look at these
Just
wares.
a moment of your time, please.
No, don't want to get sidetracked by a side mission at the moment. I wonder what this game will be like on a second playthrough. I've seen references to New Game Plus. Nice little vantage points, just sit and think. It'd also be a good place to be doing announcements, although that entry area doesn't have a whole lot for a crowd. Could be big enough for some award ceremonies, though.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
Isn't that lovely
I'm trying
news?
to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
He probably knows quite a bit.
At this point, probably more so than anyone else.
Well, with the exception of a certain elusive and dangerous wanderer.
Been doing this since I was small.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
Yeah, ever since Aloy left her homeland, she's been kind of making waves. Where's my tribe? They're supposed to be here.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
Ooh, I'd like that.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will.
Yeah.
I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Ooh. I have an apartment? That's cool. The joys of the Defender. Waiting.
The enemy is coming. Soon.
Okay.
Now here's a face I don't mind seeing.
Let's check out the front lines.
Let's have a
first.
chat.
Get to come.
No,
Let the
a
soldiers do their
colorful
jobs.
discussion.
Speak for yourself.
Take a look at these wares.
Okay. And so that's where the spire is.
I got a pair of sturdy Osram hands, and I know how to put them to use. There'll always be work.
Another attack on the city? What did we do to deserve this?
Yeah, I should probably reassure people that the city is not the target. Is that a searchlight? Signal light over there? There appears to be another one over there. Okay, so down. Our main city is definitely in a well-defensible location. Somebody did want to take the city. Real hard to do so.
You'll like what I have for sale, I promise. You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it. Won't find better way.
Knew it was only a matter of time before an ocelot.
Have you just polished that armor with it?
Of course. I'm awake.
Isn't that a little...
What?
Nothing.
Damn it. Out with it, woman.
An Oseram
Forget I
tries to
said
kill the
anything.
Sun
You
King,
look
and a Nora
very
saves his life.
dignified.
I wouldn't
Thank
believe
you.
it if I hadn't seen it with
And
my
shiny.
own eyes.
Very shiny.
What was that conversation?
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard, not the town crier.
Okay. Ooh. You've got quite a weapon there.
Huh. So you must be Aloy then. I thought there'd be more of you.
More of me.
Thicker, I suppose. More of a gear wheel, less of a ringlet. Don't get me wrong, you're very well struck.
Do all Oseram flirt at the most inopportune times?
Inopportune? Battle hasn't even started yet. Petra Forge woman. I hail from the Free Heap. I'll be heading back in the next dust storm. Marat asked me to check over the city arsenal first. Cannons have aged well, but I've cleared their throats so they can really roar.
Oh. Thank you, Petra. I'll let you finish up.
Honest metalwork is hardly work at all. Look after yourself, Flame Hair.
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Luthid?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so...
What?
Cheerful.
Alive and well in the Karja in shadow.
Little Huntress, You called, so here I am.
Oh, her.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
Cool.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
I think she's passionate.
Too much Oseram influenced the palace.
I also think she might be flirting with that other soldier. Or at least attempting to, in her own way. Okay.
It's about time we had some good luck around here. Thank you.
Next, the Spire. Which I have not even been to. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's kind of obvious. Once, you know, I actually look up. Does make sense that Gaia would build it up on top of a plateau. Okay.
Aratak? I didn't expect you to come all this way.
It's true, I am a stranger in this green and snowless land. Aurea forgave the Karja, but I never did. Still, I was compelled to come for my once chieftain. It's good to see you leading again. This young ice hunter seeks to prove herself also. Her spark reminds me of Aurea's in our youth. And I'm proud to take my place behind you on this hunt. A great challenge.
Survive and prevail, right?
There is no other way.
Oh, this is a surprise. I'd say this also would give him a chance to actually see what the Karja are like today. Rather than the way they were of the past under a much meaner king. I would have expected more guards down below. This place is fairly defensible, too. Even for the machines, this whole path is one giant choke point. With the exception being for the ones that can fly. Ooh. A split in the path. Okay. Fancy railings, and then we get to this section and no railings at all. Wow, they've got a whole nother estate up here. There's the spire itself.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Carja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know?
Yes.
All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
He might have a bit of a crush. Don't necessarily blame the Nora for being a little overwhelmed with all this.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Carja. Carja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Carja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys dressed like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
Let's not get cocky, boys.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it once I can afford it, once it releases and I'm able to buy it. It's part of what prompted me to pick this game up again and start actually working through it.
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower.
Yeah.
What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's big.
Yeah.
It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Well,
steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit him like a hammer till he can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron.
Technically, you guys are at the back of the line.
Only if we win.
The front of the line is the gates leading into this valley. Yeah, it's not really the Karja
My armor's getting itchy.
that's the big concern between the other Karja here and the Osram. Pretty much have enough people here to deal with the Karja. It's the machines that are going to be the problem.
Then what's more left?
I want to look around. Whoop.
Still can't believe that Nora girl walloped Durval.
Okay, where? There it is. They look it. I suspect the other tribes came from other cauldrons. Probably released sooner. Yeah. And the Nora, when they came out, they stayed close to their spire.
Easy, easy.
Holes. Probably a bad idea to squeeze in there. Of course, one thing we haven't been provided is basically a timeline. If I recall, it's been a little over 1,000 years, 1,000 and some, a few hundred. Based on that announcement when we visited the Faro Industries building. Yeah, which is why everybody's in ignorance. The catch, though, is kind of the loophole, is we also learned that part of the Apollo program was encoding all of the world knowledge into physical form that would last for thousands upon thousands of years. You're not just deleting that with hitting a delete key. Which would mean that theoretically all that knowledge and information is still... Possibly. So it's like, my theory is that all that knowledge is still there. It's just that all of the interfaces that were designed to allow us to access it, everybody to access that information, was deleted, along with the tutorial programs. That's what Faro deleted. After all, as the game, as they even said, that was why they were encoding it that way. It was because they needed a form factor that would survive. But, you know, as we found in even real life, if the book is written in a language you don't know how to read, that could be a problem. And in this case, if you don't even know where the book is, that would also be a problem. Especially since, well, supposedly the physical data spores were going to be buried under the... They're actually supposed to be buried under the cauldrons. Yeah.
I had to take over my brother's shift today. Sure as the sun's rising, he's recording that noble.
Multiplied over. Since they were duplicating all of the knowledge across the various cauldrons, so that if one gets damaged or destroyed,
now they have no claim on
there's another repository, or 6 or a dozen,
Poor fate.
with the same information. Yay for backups.
Arrested, too, for disorderly conduct last night. You don't want to know.
Okay. We've seen the spire, we've seen the... Shouldn't I be napping at the spire? Uh-huh.
Kept the wheel turning off.
So, all we gotta do is
Please, not again.
I don't know. Apparently not. What am I missing? Let's see what my program looks like. Well, that doesn't actually tell us. Ah. You know, that might be a good idea. Let's see. After all, the exception of the hunting grounds, I am at this point probably way over leveled for most of the side quests. Which would make them a breeze to get through.
It's you, the Anointed. Now. No need to make a fuss. That brave. Sounds like he's suffering.
Yes. It's only a matter of time before he passes on.
Completed the main quest of the Frozen Wilds and got a new bow out of
Seen
it and a
people
couple
die
some
before,
armor.
but never in such pain. I want to be strong like you, but nothing I do comforts him. I don't even have any dream willow to ease his pain. There should be some in stashes along brave trails to the east, but I must keep vigil for this man. I don't suppose you could check the stashes? Even a little dream willow would ease his pain.
I'll do whatever I can.
I think
Thanks
so.
so
Is that the
much.
one that supposedly makes you
I'll
invisible?
check the stashes for Dream Willow if I get a chance.
You will? Thank you. My only wish is to ease this poor man's suffering.
Okay. Let's see. Yes, I do have Shield Leader. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I finished that one. I think there seems to be a bug with it. Okay, that first time I put it, yeah, the reason I thought it was invisibility was because the first time I put it on, Aloy vanished. It's like, oh, it's cloaking armor. Yeah, so I did the fights with the big fire beast things without it. Those were annoying fights. I did succeed at killing all 5 of them. Okay, where is this plant I'm supposed to harvest?
The Brave Trail. Should be a cache of Dream Willow up there.
I have no idea. Probably not.
Might be a cache of dream willow along that brave trail.
Alright, where is the supply crate? Oh, up there. What?
No dream willow. Just a few shards. Scrabbling a bit.
Okay.
Better check that brave trail for a dream willow cache.
Whoa.
Strange.
Nope.
Looks like someone swapped all the dream willow in these caches for shards. There's no dream willow in these caches. Feel want to know.
Uh-oh.
You're back.
I've already been to those stashes. All I found was a few shards.
That's strange. Who would have taken the dream willow? It's possible that Jun has gathered more. You could ask him, if you're willing to make the journey.
I'll do whatever I can.
Thanks so much.
I'll be on my way.
Goodbye.
Okay. Well, he's quite a trip. Well, might as well pick up this quest while we're here, since we are on the run to do quests.
You're Aloy, the one who returned to All Mother's womb. I am blessed to stand in your presence.
There's no need to fuss over me. Who are you praying for?
My sister Nakoa. She went north to find a Karja officer called Zaid, one of the captains of the Red Raids. I'm worried about her.
Did the matriarchs really give Nakoa permission to leave?
No. They refused her. But nothing could stop her from going after Zaid. He murdered our father during the Red Raids. Nakoa saw it happen. Hid in the cellar and forced herself to watch. It changed her.
Oh, wow.
I'll keep an eye out for her.
Oh, Mother, bless you. I know the matriarchs won't let her return to the Sacred Lands, but I just need to know that she's all right. She must have passed through Mother's crown.
You know?
My Aunt Salai lives there. They might have spoken. Maybe she can tell you more.
At this point, I'm pretty sure that if I were to ask the Matrix to let the girl back in, they'd probably say yes.
I kneel before you, low and humble.
Going down fast.
At this point, it's like, yeah, if anybody can override the Matrix at this point, it's pretty much me. Yeah. One thing I really need going to have to get used to is effectively being the leader of two different tribes and strongly influential in a third. I'm probably sure there's a certain Banuk war chief that, yeah, would basically give me similar deference. What do I want done? You got it. Uh-huh. I think I'm off the press. Okay, yeah. I mean, I was starting to make a name for myself just by showing up to weird, strange lands. And
Hoping they'd miss me.
okay, how do I get up there? So far, most of the time when I get the option for a heart icon or otherwise, I either go with the intellectual response or the heart response.
Help!
Oh, that'll be handy.
I'm locked in!
Oh,
Someone! Anyone! Please! Help!
I'll
I'm
take
locked
the metal
in!
shards, but I don't think I want the gambling boxes.
Someone!
They're only green level anyway.
Anyone! Please! Help! I'm locked in! Someone! Anyone!
Well, okay.
Please!
All spells, I guess I can just loot them again. Or sell them.
I'm locked in! Someone! Anyone!
Okay, let's go up and just try the door.
Is someone there?
Let's just pry it open.
Please let me out!
Wait a minute. There was a
Oh,
spear
Mother be
blocking the
praised.
door open.
I thought I'd never be freed.
What happened?
A gang of outcasts, that's what. They burst in, stole my dream willow, and left me to die.
That whole story sounds fishy.
A gang of outcasts?
Yes, a gang! The door crashed open. I didn't stand a chance. They grabbed my dream willow and left me for dead.
Why would outcasts steal your dream willow?
Why? Because it's the most valuable herb I gather, of course. Miserable thieves.
They took nothing else?
No. Mark my words. They have struck a deal with outsiders. It's shards they're after, and they'll kill to get it.
Okay. Yeah, everything about this seems sus. Thieves and robbers usually aren't about, barricading a door to lock someone in. The usual modus operandi would be to cold cock you unconscious, steal your stuff, and then make a getaway. But by the time you wake up, they're long gone. Or they'll just kill you outright.
Which way did the outcasts go?
Up the mountain, I think. You might catch them if you hurry. Whatever you do, don't let their shabby looks fool you. They'll kill you as soon as look at you. Oh, I need to catch my breath.
Yeah, you could stop talking for a start.
I mean, as Aloy approached the door to pry it open, I noticed the spear wedged in there to prop it closed. Oh, fine.
The outcasts must have left tracks. My focus should pick them up.
Sawtooths. These days, sawtooths aren't much of a problem.
Well, someone left here recently, and they were in a hurry.
Okay. Wait, there they are.
me up!
The outcasts that took the Dream Willow. And they're in trouble.
Yes! Finish it!
Look out below!
Caught that sawtooth? Ah.
You have our thanks, if the gratitude of outcasts means anything to you.
It does.
You not only save us, but speak to us.
The matriarchs cast me out at birth. The laws of the Nora don't mean much to me.
And you're that girl whose mother never claimed her. But an outcast no longer.
No. A seeker, in fact. Looking for Dream Willow.
That could be a problem.
Ah.
Why did you take the Dream Willow?
Because we have wounded. Why else would we take it? Something terrible has happened to the tribe. The Braves offer no protection. The machines are angry, and bandits infest the sacred land and prey upon us. Why else would outcasts break custom and band together, but that we have no choice? Even so, we did not steal. We left shards in the stashes and tried to pay John. But of course he would not speak to us.
Jun said you roughed him up.
He was too busy cringing to know what happened. The man's a coward. We made sure not to hurt him, not that he seemed to notice.
What crimes did you and the others commit?
I beat a man who stole my kill. It was my wrong. The others stole, broke custom, or trespassed among the bones of the metal world. No murderers here, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
There are others who need Dream Willow. You can't have all of it.
You asking or demanding?
Talking. One person to another.
I see. Perhaps we have more than we need. After everything that happened, we were afraid. We took all we could find. Here, I'll keep a portion, but the rest... may it find its way to those who need it.
I'll see that it does. In the meantime, you may want to go back to Mother's Heart. Things have changed there a bit. Tell them I sent you.
If you think we'd be welcome. Things must have changed quite a lot.
Oh.
All right. We'll consider it.
Good luck. And stay safe.
Oh, yeah. I can just see that conversation. The girl named Eloy sent us. Oh, the Anointed sent you? Welcome on in. Wait, what do you mean Anointed? Like, yeah, I think my status has grown a little above Seeker. I get the funny feeling that half of the conversation may not have gone that way if I hadn't reached this status yet. Okay. Let's go talk to June. Because, you know, for robbers, those guys were incredibly well-mannered, peaceful, and reasonable.
Here's the Dream Willow. Take it to Fia and Mother's Rise. There are wounded Braves there who need it badly.
I will. But what became of the outcasts? Did those wretches pay for their crimes? Ganging up together, speaking to each other, and to us. I hope you showed them no mercy.
You don't know who I am, do you?
Should I?
I was raised as an outcast in the mountains above Mother's Heart.
The motherless girl. If I'd known, I never.
Oh, it gets better, guy. Oh. You know what? Yeah. It's like, oh, it gets better, June. I am now the Seeker, and oh yeah, I am also the Anointed. The matriarchs bow to me. My status has kind of gone up a little.
You'd like to think you're better than others, don't you, John? But really, all you are is a small man with a small heart. And when you die, no one will even notice.
At least I know Outcast.
That's right. You're not even that. The outcasts reached out to each other. But you're nothing. I'm done here. Make sure that Fia gets that dream willow, or I'll be back.
Oh, I wish there was an option to let him know what my full title is now. It's like the threat. Yeah. I'm normally a very nice guy, even in most games like this, but yeah. I'm also the guy who eventually, in Mass Effect, tried to punch a reporter. And in one hostage situation case, I kind of shot a guy. Ended the hostage situation in about 5 seconds. Needless to say, I did not have a completely Paragon run. Yeah, I so wish I could have informed him who I was, because that would have made that I would have loved to have been able to say, oh yeah, I'm the Anointed, so me coming back is even worse. Because it's like, I could probably do worse than Cat and then make you an outcast. Ooh. That would probably be a not fun drop. Like, I'm the girl who also converts with machines and tames machines. No idea. Who's Teresa? Okay, so that.
Save these for the trail.
Okay. Okay, quests. No, that's not that far away.
This must be Mother's crown. So I should be around here somewhere.
Like, most of the Nora know who I am and my current title. I actually ran into a guy who didn't.
I'm all the wiser for it.
I hope the hunters bring back anything other than raccoon. We've had enough
You? You're the Anointed. Yeah, I need you to tell me about Nakoa.
I gave her supplies for the journey north. She went to Daytower, looking for Zaid.
Oh.
Is there anything you can tell me about Daytower?
It's a Karja fort, right at the border. Bastards used to gather Nora captives there, so they could ship them to Meridian for slaughter. I told Nakoa not to go. What's a lone Nora gonna do there? But she wouldn't listen. All she can think about is finding Zaid.
What do you know of Zaid?
He's a rabid animal, a murderer. The worst of the Red Raiders. Killed my brother while poor Nakoa watched from the shadows. Even as I begged her not to go, part of me wanted her to. I need him dead as much as she does. You can't imagine what it's like. He mutilated my brother. And yet he walks free among the Karja.
I understand. Better than you think. I'll look for Nakoa when I reach Day Tower.
She can't come back. The matriarchs won't allow it. But I'd be so grateful if you could find her and help her if she needs it. And please, keep this between us.
I will. I promise.
Oh, it's one thing I'm good at, is keeping secrets. Others, not so much, but... Oh, look at that. I've been here before. Oh, joy. So, I should stick an explosive device to his back
Came through.
from a few hundred feet away. That'd work, right? I've got one of those that supposedly can be done without being noticed. And again, I do have some pull at the capital. There's that too.
Leave the rest.
The longer the conflict in the shadow carved lasts, the more prices we
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price. You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
It's not getting any warmer out here.
Oh, joy.
Would you like to buy something today? These aren't goods, they're necessities. Check out these wares.
Oh, you look important. Oh.
Only the finest.
Are you in charge here?
No, that would be Captain Balan. I'm his second in command, Prefect Zaid.
Wait, you're Zaid?
Ah, you've heard of me. Let me ease your mind. There seem to be wild stories about me among your tribe. But the Nora have me mistaken for someone else. I'm not sure where the fault lies, but the fog of war often breeds confusion. Unfortunately, some refuse to acknowledge the error. So it was with the last Nora who came through here.
The last Nora who came through here. You mean Nakoa?
Is that her name? Oh, well. It was a very unfortunate situation. She attacked me in broad daylight. If one of my men hadn't spotted her, I might well have been injured. But we were able to subdue her without harm.
What did you do with her?
I let her go, of course. It was clear she thought I was responsible for unspeakable things. So, in a sense, her actions were justifiable. I explained that she was wrong, then sent her on her way. Sadly, I don't think she believed me.
Where is Nakoa now?
I don't know exactly. She left raving that she would find a way to bring me down. But I did hear a report from the garrison at Lonesome Rock that a young woman had been abducted by bandits. Might have been her.
So you deny participating in the Red Raids?
No, I didn't say that. I did have a role in those operations, albeit a very limited one. But all this nonsense about torture and murder, that wasn't me. They have me confused with some other commander. I don't doubt some of my comrades did bad things, but Sun King Avad has worked hard to eliminate such brutality.
Either he's very good at lying, or I am inclined to actually believe that he might not actually be guilty of the crime of.
You've really gone out of your way to help, Prefect Said.
It's no trouble. The Sun King wishes to make amends with your people, and I am his humble servant.
I'll go to Lonesome Rock and get to the bottom of this. I promise you that.
You do that. And if our men are anything less than helpful, please let me know.
The Masaram girl applied to the city guard the other day. Amazing.
Which in some ways men like him are actually worse than men like June. At least, I mean, June may have wove a story, but it was incredibly hollow and easily spotted. But his attitude towards me once he knew what I was plain as day. Silver-tongued devils like Zaid, possibly Zaid there,
The work is done. Then I can
with it being nice and charming and sweet and every bit the good guy,
Can't
will
trust
get
him.
him what he
What
wants.
Don told me.
With the shadow
Yeah, no problems doing it.
Harrison is
the
my
more
only lead.
prices will go up.
If the new king what? Oh. Color me not surprised. Okay. I guess there's no point in talking to the base commander now. Ah. Well, let's find out.
Lakir came back on his own, a little worse for wear. He seemed a bit embarrassed when I mentioned you. Dare I ask?
He has a lovely singing voice.
That's it.
Hi there. Bye there. Okay, I had been a little close.
This must be lonesome. Let's try.
Yep. If you just run off, you might have lived over that.
Seems like an ordinary outpost. I'd better look around.
I'm so bored. I'm bored with being bored.
I'm bored with you talking
There are
about being
chains in the
bored.
cart.
I'm bored with you complaining about me being bored.
I wasn't complaining about you being bored. I was complaining about your complaining.
Well, now I'm complaining about your complaining.
If you two don't shut up, I'm gonna complain to Zaid, and then things will get ugly.
Oh, nice name drop.
Hold, Outlander! What are you doing here?
Prefect Zaid told me that bandits abducted a girl near here. Do you know where they might have taken her?
Zaid told you that, did he? Huh. No bandits around here, girl. But I think I can help you find your friend. The boss sent us a fresh one, boys. Wrap her up and tie her down.
Oh! You really want to go that route, do you? You know what?
That one. Get down! Your nose. I'm done. Am I done?
Hi. You like fire arrows to the face, don't you?
All right. Let's see what Zaid's hiding out here. Not just chains, manacles. They were moving prisoners somewhere.
So, Saeed plays nice. Sends potential victims over this way. And lets his men be the mean ones. Outside, beyond the eyes of anybody watching who might take exception to his activities. I was probably expecting that he's never going to see me again. Or at least not free and running around. I look forward to surprising him. It'd be fun to show back up at the camp and go, "Hi! Didn't expect to see me again, did you? We need to have a talk about your men."
The tracks lead to that compound. Maybe Nakoa's inside.
That's right. Yeah, the question is, how quiet or loud do I want to be?
That Nora girl we got in the hole is nice and lean.
Don't get ideas. Zaid says hands off or he'll hurt her price at auction.
A gift from the shadow.
Okay. Hi, you missed me.
Don't mind me.
Got you. Don't give up yet.
Ow. Hi there. Take a nap.
Try to run.
Okay. Try this way. Hi, who's running? Seriously? We're really gonna do it this way.
Comes.
Hey, yo.
Don't have eyes on him. I will find you. It's inevitable.
They're giving up.
I have a post to get back to.
Hey.
On me.
Hi. Oh, you're gonna be in there, huh? No. Anyone else? Okay. Now, bingo. Hmm. Aha. Oh, hello.
Prisoners. Chained up to be sold as slaves.
Okay then.
Please, help us get out of here.
Nakoa? Jan sent me. Look, we can talk more once we get everyone out of this pit.
Jan sent you? I don't believe it. Well, I guess one of his prayers finally worked.
I've got the key.
I'll help the others. Let's go.
Well, getting out shouldn't be too difficult. Unless somebody's waiting for us.
I knew you were going to be trouble, girl.
Oh!
But you'll make it worth our while in the end.
The end is now, Zaid. For you and your men.
Of course he was waiting for us in ambush.
Oh, Mother won't help you now.
May this crush the enemy!
Oh, hello. Oh, so you like boom booms. Well, I gave him explosives after all. Only I gave it to him to his face instead of his back.
You gave him a quicker death than he deserved.
My father was a hunter. He taught me every animal deserves a clean kill.
Oh.
What are you gonna do now?
The others were in that cellar for months. The more run down they got, the harder it was for Zaid to sell them. They need food, rest, and hope. I'll take them to Meridian and tend to them.
You're not even going to try to go back? What about Jan?
The matriarchs won't let me back. Even if they would, I wouldn't go. They can burn for all I care. As for Jan, I know a way to get word to him. I'll miss that runt. But at least he'll know I'm safe.
Okay.
Time for me to go.
Look, I don't even know your story. It must be a good one if they gave you the mark of a seeker. If you ever feel like telling it, look me up in Meridian. I'll be there until the others get back up on their feet. Until then, thank you.
Well,
for helping me cut this rot from the world. I don't know. Maybe now I can put Zaid behind me and remember my father as I should.
Wow. Oh, that takes care of those. Okay, any more side quests over here? Alright, let's come back up here.
These new Karja offer peace to the Banuk. None will forget the Red Raids, but perhaps...
If you can release the tall neck from the ice, you must have a powerful connection to the blue light.
You could say that.
Silenced by rising waters.
By the blue light, the claws beneath.
Inatut. As we are bound by laws, you are bound by wire. Yet your crime was the act of killing. So we must drive you out. Away from the Werek, from protection, from our songs.
My chieftain, Kopalai, am I not your favored fighter? Do you not recognize me from this tooth you knocked out?
How many times have I pulled you from danger by your neck? Made excuses for your behavior? You are my favored! But the shaman is decided. While you wait for exile, think on what brought you here.
A test of strength! Who among us would refuse a challenge from an outlander? Not I! But I did not kill him!
Hush, hush. You can tell your story to the ice.
Okay, for now. Don't think outfits actually make any difference, but
You took Artok's mantle.
It's mine now.
I would like to see that fight.
They said that you killed someone.
Perhaps I did. If even my chieftain accepts it, it must be so.
That's not the way it works for me. Want to tell me your story?
I did fight with the Karja hunter to settle a challenge. That much is true. He was strong and damn quick. We traded punches. Good punches. Hard punches. And the next thing I remember... gray morning light, and the Karja beside me, with his head broken open. But the blow was not by my hand.
So everyone knows you started the fight with this man?
Of course. For honor, I'll fight anyone. If I wasn't bound, I'd fight to prove myself right now!
I don't think that would help you.
This is what I am. Each runner in the Werek has a gift. I brawl. None can take a punch, a fall better than I can. Until this time, I was too drunk. We were grappling. He clapped my ears. I took one last swing as I went down, but not a killing blow. It can't have been.
Yeah, the way he describes how the opponent's skull was broken open. A fist swing going down wouldn't cause that much damage.
And for your punishment, they'll exile you from the Werrick?
From warmth, march me up the slopes of the cloud shear, leave me stripped and exposed.
That's awful.
If I survive, the land has absolved me. That's the law. It must be accepted.
It's still awful.
I'm not stupid. I don't like my chances either. I can't fight a mountain.
Isn't your Werrick supposed to support you? At least give you the benefit of the doubt?
When our Werrick had cause to quarrel, I was the solution. To fight for its honor and win, they'd call on me. Or, when they needed someone to lose, for appearances, I could do that too. Now an Outlander is murdered without honor, all eyes are on me. I have become my Werrick's shame.
They don't want an incident with the Karja, so you take the fall.
That is what I do best.
I'll be honest. You haven't got a good defense, Initut.
I've heard that one before.
Where did the fight happen?
A clearing, just outside the Karja Outlanders camp. You should talk to them. They wouldn't hear me out. They say no one else could have been there, other than me and the dead man. The shaman consulted the signs in the snow and agreed.
I'll see what I can find out. And I'll be back.
I'll be here. What else am I gonna do? Until the horn gives a call from my exile.
I have to admit, yeah, taking a punch is a lot different than bitter cold, surviving bitter cold.
Well, this complicates things for everyone.
Okay, so...
No more music. The flood saw to that.
Yeah, let's go deal with this first and... Okay.
We're letting the Oseram decide what to do with him?
Huntress, what business do you have with us?
I was asked to look into the murder of a Karja hunter. What happened?
It's plain as day. A drunk Banuk thug picked a fight with Ruas, struck him down from behind and stole his headdress.
The accused man says that he didn't do it.
You're not going to get anything useful out of the Banuk, whether they talk to you or don't. They gather up like cloaks in a chill wind every time a hunter dies out here. Won't even hand Ruas's killer over for a proper trial.
A proper trial?
To fill his mouth with salt, and hold him up for the sun to consider over days. If it is clement, it may only take his sight, or his wits.
Oh, gee. There's a new detail that wasn't mentioned before. The man's headdress.
So other Karja hunters have died in these lands before?
3, maybe 4 in the last few seasons. That's no surprise. This place punishes even the prepared, and many young nobles don't prepare. But usually the snow covers everything, and the bodies are never found. No thanks to the Banuk.
Do you think they're involved?
No. If it's not about their tribe, they don't want to get involved.
In these outlands, even the sun cannot thaw all it touches.
Doesn't sound like you trust the Banuk much.
They're not without their reasons to keep apart from us. 10 years of reasons.
Always the war. The war is over. We made amends, but no. The land never forgets.
Snow and ice keep memory, they say.
It takes time for scars to heal.
You think I don't know that? I still bear the lashes for refusing one of the Mad King's sun priests. I was your age then.
Times of shadow. Times of shadow.
Okay.
Where did you find Ruas's body?
There's no hunt, girl. Nothing to pick up.
Humor me. I'm a good tracker.
Down the rise to the west, there's a clearing. But a grazer herd couldn't have trampled it better. And if that barbarian gives up Ruas's headdress before they cast him out, let me know. It's valuable.
I bet those traitorous Oseram will conveniently lose
That's valuable,
their lot
huh?
in transport to Mainspring.
Yeah, the Banuk wouldn't be interested in something like that.
Sometime
However, a Banuk brawler would make a nice scapegoat for a theft. And the Karja are definitely not above theft for something they feel is valuable.
This is it. Snow's been disturbed a lot, like the Huntress said.
Alright.
That was used for the killing blow.
Bloody tree branch.
Blood on the snow. Now here's something.
I bet you someone saw the fight. Who knows? That last blow of his might have sent the other man to the ground. And someone else came in and went, opportunity. Grabbed a bloody tree branch, delivered the final blow.
This is where Ruas fell. It does seem that only 2 people fought here. Not looking good for Inatet.
Alright. Well, my theory is that it's because only 2 people did fight here. The third, there was no fight.
Didn't try to hide the weapon. Question is Inatet the kind of fighter who hits from behind with a tree branch?
Not if we believe his story. His story would have put him squarely in front of his opponent, on his way to the ground. But would also provide the perfect distraction for someone else to come up from behind.
Lots of leaves and bark scraped off here. When someone pulled out the branch? No. From climbing it. They came through the trees.
And we have a climbing point. Oh, hello. Okay, this requires pre-planning.
If you were waiting here, you'd have a good view of the Karja camp and the clearing. Well, this is ominous. A dead end? Can't be. Now they're hunting me. Someone covered this over.
Oh, man.
What are they trying to hide? Karja armor. This looks bad.
It doesn't matter. The deed is done. Another Karja dead.
And a Banuki gets out for it.
A life for a Karja life. That's war.
You shouldn't kill so close to the center.
Someone's here!
Not Banuk. Then she won't be missed.
Oh, you're gonna go there, are you?
Spotted some trouble!
Oh. Okay.
Regroup! Regroup!
Wanna play?
This is gonna look...
Oh. Hi there. Thank you. Oh. Done.
You've been killing Karja. And for what? Revenge for the war?
Who gets to declare that one tribe no longer hates another? I'll tell you, not the ones who fought, not the ones whose songs are silenced, like my kin.
For what you did, another Banuk has been sentenced to certain death. What about his song?
That's why you followed us. For that punch-drunk idiot Inatut.
Yep.
Fate is sharp today. They've already let him out to face his exile. Let's see who the cold claims first.
I need to go after Inatut. But I should find some more evidence first.
Yeah, because nobody's going to let him off the hook.
Trophies. Newer than the rest. Must have belonged to Ruas. So it was a Karja soldiers. Not that it's any excuse. Did they keep any clothes from their victims? This Karja gear's not warm, but if Inatut's naked on a snowfield, he'll take what he gets. Okay, time to get moving.
Okay. All right. That's dangerous.
Stay down! Kind of place you'd take someone if you wanted to lose them forever. I'm not getting up that frozen waterfall. Maybe along the sides? Frozen solid. Mixed feelings about that. In a toot! In a toot! Maybe he found shelter? I hope he found shelter. Behind the rock.
The Nora girl? Is it really you, or has the bone shell got through my skull?
I found the real killers. No one else has to die because of this. Take these.
A dead Karja's clothes. Haven't I been beaten down enough? But I won't argue. Swear, thought I saw my ancestors. They said, weren't surprised you ended up here.
You better hurry. Machines.
Oh, we got trouble.
Take this!
Oh! Crap, one of those. Oh. Okay, let's try the shield lever for this fight. Ow. it. Okay. Oh, not gonna work.
Tuck your chin!
You'll meet in battle. Don't lead.
The armor a lot faster. Okay.
All the winters coming at once.
Now that was a fight.
Your trial's over. It was other Banuk who killed that man. Killed him because he was Karja.
You know why I took the first swing at him? He challenged the honor of the Banuk. The honor. That's what I thought.
Come on. Let's get you back.
Once I'm off the mountain, I'll find my own way. I need to think. Is that something I'm used to? Who knows what could happen?
I'll see you at town then. You had better make it. All right?
I give my pledge.
Okay.
So by Banuk law, if Inatut survives, he's forgiven. But I want to prove to his chieftain that he wasn't guilty in the first place.
Well, by Banuk law, isn't he supposed to survive almost naked? Not because, you know, some huntress showed up and threw clothes at him.
Inatut told you the truth. This is the headdress stolen from the murdered man. You'll find more in a ravine north and west of here, along with the bodies of the killers.
The exile still served its purpose. He was guilty of our suspicion. Fate has fallen like snow, and should Inatut return, he will be absolved.
You can't be serious.
He speaks for the Warwick, my Nora friend.
You look ridiculous. If you would return to my Wirak, you will behave as a Banuk does.
How does a Banuk behave, my chieftain? Like I did? Accepting a sentence for a crime he did not commit. Or those others who killed in cold blood for crimes that their Karja victims did not. I think what I wear will not make me more or less of a Banuk.
For his own sake, it would be wise for him to think less, Nora friend.
I'll talk to him, but not for you.
Ooh.
Deep den, silenced by rising waters.
I defied my chieftain's will, spurned my Warwick.
How are you feeling?
As if I've been pounded in the guts. I could just keep walking, but when my anger has thawed, it will leave me with nothing. Where else would I go?
If you choose to stay, it should be on your own terms.
This sounds political. I'm not good with politics.
More like a fighting strategy. You survived exile. I bet that doesn't happen much.
I've only heard of it in legends.
You earned your place in the Warwick Innitud. Make them earn you back.
Of all my fights, this is the first time I beat death. I vow to you, it won't be the last. And my song shall grow. You'll hear of it. As for you, Nora girl, will you accept this gift? A little scrawny weighed against the great boon you gave me, but...
I'm honored. Thank you, Innitud.
Okay. That takes care of that one.
No more music. The floods.
And there's a couple more over here.
Water lapping on old stone. That's a sound to sleep to, not live to.
I think this would be a good place to put it away for the night. We can do more questing tomorrow.
Oh, I'm glad my father isn't around. It would torment him to see his legacy drowned.
So, I will say good night. Good day wherever your time zones are, and hope you enjoyed watching. Let's find a raid target. Yes. Good.